All right, back here on Studyball, and earlier in the week we took a look at the top 2 quarterback picks, Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud. Today let's get into the number 3 quarterback picked in the draft, Anthony Richardson. And had a little bit of an up and down start, as I think we kind of all expected. We've heard some really good things out of camp, but we saw some deficiencies, especially technique-wise, coming out of Florida, and those things showed up again here in the first preseason game. You see the talent, you see the ability, but got to be able to tighten up some of the technique things to be able to make the throws that he's supposed to make. So we've seen it with all 3 of these young guys. Wasn't the perfect debut, as it never is as you make the transition to the National Football League, but for all of them, some really good things to build off of. Let's dive into the tape and take a look. All right, so here we go with Anthony Richardson. All right, so I like they come out with an empty play right off the bat, trying to get him an easy completion. So we've got a little choice route right here. We're going to run a stick, a seam, and a hitch. All right, so we're going to pick a side. Trust your guy running the choice route. You just know that if you come to this side down here, you've only got one option. This guy's running a go route. You've got nothing else. You've got to stick it into that guy. Anthony Richardson does just that. 2 defenders, one inside, one outside. He gets back. He sees it. He puts the ball on his guy. Now what I'd like to see, and again, these are things that they're going to grow into. What do we see? Safety dropping down to this side, knowing we're going to have 2 defenders on one. This corner going off, I'd love to see him read up top here, read that defender, try to take the hitch outside, recover back into the stick, simply because of rotation, right? You see the completions that they would have up top, much easier than down on the bottom, but I like the timing. Stick it, put the ball on the money, get yourself your first completion. All right, so same idea here, okay? We've got an in and an under to this side, and then we're running what we call seam on this other side. So it's a stop route, comeback route here, then we're gonna check the back, and he's gonna go this side, all right? So seeing numbers, understanding the game. Now, I know when Frank Reich was with the Colts that he would teach them that they can go ahead and read this backside. I don't like reading this backside because we've got a defender inside that can take away the in. We've got a defender outside that can take away the under. So you read that side, they have the ability to take it away. Doesn't mean they're going to take it away. They have the ability to take it away. So that under concept for me was always when I had one defender underneath to that side. So I would have come back to this side. I would have come out looking to hit this stop out here. If this guy buzzes hard to take that away, I'm just going to drop it to my back right here, and I'm going to isolate this one defender. That's the whole goal, right, is we're trying to get 2 on 1. Up top, we've got 2 on 2. Now, the Bills' defense, this safety, decides he wants to carry the in. So as he does that, AR does a nice job. Hey, I see that. He carries. Get the ball out of my hands right now. Put it to my big receiver. Get another completion. I'll live with that. That's the right decision to make if he goes to that side. I just would rather him stay down here to the bottom. And you see down here on the bottom, right, this guy may be wide enough to take the stop away. Just dump it to your back. And we know that we've got an isolation over to that side. But he goes and gets a completion, and he takes advantage of the mistake by the Bills' defense. Okay, well, this one's tough, right? He sees the pressure. Okay, it's another thing. Young guys playing, right? Things are happening. Things are happening fast. Oh, I know as I come out, this guy is pressuring. Now, I've got a guy to pick him up. Can I trust that my guys will do their job? Or do I get impatient? Does the game go fast? Do I worry about the pressure? And so here, we're going to run simply just a post and an over. Okay, so it's great concept against man-to-man, good concept against pressure. Now we just got to settle in. So make the play fake. Now settle in, settle in. Okay, now I know there's pressure that ends up coming. Okay, there's pressure that's coming. So maybe it's this pressure here that forces him. But I'd like to see him, because he's just a little bit impatient right off the bat. See, he's moving right off the bat. This is what the National Football League's all about. You're going to have to set. You're going to have to set quick. No pressure's coming, and make the throw. Okay? So his guy's coming, knows what he's got. Turn, set your feet, and make a good accurate throw and possibly take a hit. Here, a little bit impatient. Now, again, I'm not in the pocket, right? So lots of things happening here, but I think if he just turns and sets right here, that pressure's coming. Stand in the face of the pressure, deliver a better ball. You got an opportunity for a completion. He's moving right off the bat, makes it really, really tough, and now he's just got to throw the ball away. All right, so here we've got basically just a curl concept. So I like the concepts that they're giving him, simple, basic concepts. So we're going to run a double slant back here. Okay, so we've got two guys coming inside, similar to that under where we had the in and the under. We've got two guys coming inside. Anytime we got two guys coming inside, what are we looking at? How many inside underneath defenders do we have? Here, we've got two. One to take the inside slant, one to take the outside slant. So we don't want to go over here. We want to come back here to this curl concept. Okay, so we've got curl, an inside hook, and a flat. So we want to come back to our numbers. He does just that, comes back over here. We're going to read our outside linebacker. This guy works to the flat. There's the throw. I like it. He's in the right spot. Good decision. Just again, the technique stuff gets away from him at times. Okay, so you see he's kind of stepping down in here, and then he's trying to throw it outside a little bit. Arm working opposite his body. That happens. We usually miss. Good decision. Just inaccurate with the throw. All right, like this right here. So we basically have double seam concept, okay, off the play action. Seam, seam, stop, stop. All right, so I'm a guy that if I get a quarters coverage, okay, so four guys playing deep, which they're playing right here, I usually like to go right out to my stops, okay, because those safeties usually playing a little bit tighter. They're taught not to let guys get inside of them, so I like to go right outside to my stop. But the one pre-snap decision you have to make is, what's the depth of these safeties? If these safeties are playing deeper than you would expect them to play, deeper than like a 12-yard spot, they're playing deeper, it gives us a chance off of the play action to bend and beat those guys inside of them. So sometimes that can become the easier throw if you get the right look from the safeties. Nice job here by AR, seeing that the safeties are deep. Play action, what do we get? We get the reaction we want. Boom, up, up. So now, when you feel those safeties are deep, now you can peek this and go one, and then recover back outside to your stop. Two, nice job right here, recognizing the safety depth, getting the ball out, seeing the pull of the linebackers, bang, ball's out. Nice little chunk play down the middle of the field. All right, basically, we've got a similar type play right here off of the play action. We've got seam, seam, stop, stop. All right, now we got pressure coming off here. Nice job by the back to end up picking this up. Not sure who's responsible for it because AR's got to look at it. That guy's coming. But does a nice job of standing in there, right? The last time he had that pressure, we saw him move his feet really quickly and got off his base and ended up having to, throw the ball away. Here, does a great job. That guy's coming. He saw that guy coming, standing inside the pocket, and he's going to deliver a ball to this outside stop. Good throw, good decision, standing in the face of pressure, not panicking. I like it. Receiver gets pulled a little bit right there. Otherwise, I think this is a completion. Really well done right there with the pressure. Standing in, trusting his guys on that one. So again, you're already seeing in the course of a game learning, right? Learning on the one, he didn't trust his guys, got impatient, had to throw it away. Next time, trusts his guy, stands in there even though he knows that a safety's coming on a blitz to the backside and delivers a strike. Okay, we'll play action right here. Like it, just split the field in half. Okay, that's what we're going to do. For young guys, keep it simpler. We're going to run a pylon corner, we're going to run a curl, and we're going to run a flat. So we're going to come out, and if we get this corner to hold on that curl, maybe take a shot up over the top at the corner route. It's exactly what he gets here in man-to-man. Okay, so he's got what he wants. Like to see the receiver Pierce take a little bit higher angle. So as he flattens, makes it easier on the DB to match him depth-wise. If he goes a little bit higher to that back pylon, now AR can lay it out in front of him. All that being said, really, really nice throw. Drops it right in the bucket over the defender. Really, really well done right there. Takes his shot. Don't get the completion, but I like the ball, and this is something that he never had problems with. He's getting the ball out deep, laying it out there and giving his guy a chance to make a big play. All right, like the quick decision right here. See him kind of looking, verifying this. We're just going to run a go and a choice that breaks out right here. Nice job seeing it, hitting that back foot, getting the ball out of his hands. Again, I'd like to see the technique a little bit better. Gets the completion, but his feet, you'll see his feet are kind of aiming this way, and he's throwing over this direction. Like to see him get lined up, knew where he was going with the football. Just as you quick set, just turn your feet to make a little bit more accurate throw, but yet I like the decision, sees it, hits the back foot, gets the ball out of his hands. All right. So you'll see running this play a number of times, which not going to be mad at him for doing the same thing. Hey, get comfortable with your quarterback, plays that he likes. Seam, stop, stop. All right, get that quarters look again. So what he does is he peeks down the middle to see if he can get that bender like he had the first time, and then he recovers back to the outside. Really well done. Play action, doesn't like it, right? Doesn't like it. Good job reading that linebacker. Linebacker gets depth. As you can see right here, gets depth to take that away. Now he works outside to his number 2. Now again, the throw. Watch the technique. As he goes to throw, you'll see him falling back, falling away from the throw. What happens when you fall away? You never get to finish. You can't get your weight going into your front hip, which brings the ball down and lets you put it where you want to. So good decision, not a good ball because the technique gets away from him once again. Ball ends up going high, and they miss on what should have been a completion. All right, so there's a look at AR's first performance. Saw some really good things in there. One of the things I liked how definitive he was when he knew he wanted to make a throw, got his feet set, and got the ball out of his hands. Technique was an issue once again. It's something he's going to have to continue to work on and improve on because we can't miss some of those throws that he missed in this game. Got to be more accurate with his feet because that's what's going to cause the accuracy with the football. But I like the decision making. I like the thought process. I like the way he worked through a number of the different things that we saw on tape. Now, let's get the feet and the technique connected to it, and he got a chance to have a good year.